And here is our start list for the men's plus 105 group, and this is huge in every way, shape, and form.
Huge lifters, huge numbers on the board, huge outpouring of fan support here in the stadium as well.
Yeah, I was just asked, has anybody ever opened up with 210 in a competition?
At a Worlds, I don't know.
At a Worlds?
Maybe, honestly, maybe Antonio Krastev, who I think
is in the house.
Is in the house, but I don't know. Well, Mickey Mouse is in the competition, apparently. I don't think he's opening up with 210.
He's certainly not open with 210.
Here is Yuri Orsag of the Czech Republic, two-time Olympian. This is his 4th Senior Worlds.
He's got 180 listed as an opener. Probably be one of the first competitors we see out here. There is one of our favorites,
Bedad Salimi. He does not have 180 listed as an opener, and his presence here is a huge deal. He did the Olympic record 216 kilo snatch in Rio. Clean and jerk did not go his way.
No, it did not.
But that competition with Lasha, it's back. He's back, and it's on. Here's Mart Same.
He's interesting to watch. He is like a brute.
He is very strong, can squat a house.
And may not factor in the snatch, but will be in this thing when we get into the clean and jerk. That's right. Now we have Peter Noj of Hungary, two-time Olympian, 8th Senior Worlds.
Very old man that can still lift a lot of weight.
A lot of weight. And a young man.
Yes.
For this group, Hoja Muhammad Toychev of Turkmenistan, and this is a guy who has been on the rise, and he has been in a few worlds, but in his first worlds in 2011 he did 395. Last year he did a 431, and you got to think this is a warm-up for next year for him. He's going to be all about it.
Worlds, of course, in Turkmenistan next year. There is two-time Olympian Walid Bidani.
2nd Senior Worlds. He wasn't in Houston, but back in 2014 in Almaty, he did bomb out, so he's probably looking to make good on that.
Yeah.
And now we have the 2nd of 2 lifters from the Islamic Republic of Iran, Saeed Ali Hosseini, and he's an interesting one. Had a lifetime ban, reduced to 12 years, reduced to 8 years, and cleared just in time to get into this event. And you got to think, if he is here, he's going to do something big.
And he hasn't lifted since he was a junior.
That's right. He's the junior world record holder, by the way.
Uzbekistan's Rustem
Jangabayev.
He's going to be, I think, a threat because opening 195, 2016 Olympian, 432 total. That might be the podium. There is Fernando Reis, 6-time Pan Am champion. Saw him in Brazil, in Rio, at the Olympic Games, just off the podium.
Now now we have the man for the moment.
Right.
World record holder in the snatch, defending world champion.
Strongest man in the world.
At the moment.
Olympic champion.
And he is on the board right now with a 210 opener. And Sean, that's what you were alluding to when we opened the broadcast. Have we ever seen anybody open this big? I'm sure it's happened, but
I'm not sure it's happened.
We're not times. Sure. It's hard to think when, but I mean, this thing is set up for something really special. Remember, the world record in the snatch is 217, but we know that Lasha has done 220 officially.
Yes.
And if this thing goes right, it could happen here on this stage right in front of us. And I just can't believe it.
Just over 30 seconds until the start of what is going to be a really hotly contested competition. It's a chance for Bedad Salimi here, our 2012 Olympic champion, to get a sort of grudge match up against our 2016 Olympic champion, Lasha Talahadze. So in a couple minutes, no, a couple seconds, we are starting. Again, this is Dr. David Baffa, joined by the one and only Sean Waxman and JP Nicoletta.
And we have been waiting all week for this.
Yeah, it's just, there's something magical about the crown of strongest man, strongest woman in the world. I mean, the strongest man in the world lifts the most weight of anybody in the competition. And there's something I don't know. It tugs on the heartstrings, I guess. I don't know.
Well, and this was your class, Mr. Waxman.
Well,
so.
I can't even. I mean,
not now. Don't worry. We're not going to put you up there. Don't worry.
I just
The same way a daisy is compared next to an oak tree.
Yeah, I'm not in this class. I never have been.
Opening attempt right now. Here to kick us off, Turkmenistan's Toychev Hoja Muhammad coming out 180 kilos. B group earlier today. Best snatch was 190.
So Toychev is out here with 180. I think he just got clipped in the back room with the change. He just stepped off the warm-up platform onto this one.
Let's see how it goes.
Just fine.
Yeah, doesn't seem in the least bothered by that.
And we are underway.
There it is.
180 kilo start to the men's plus 105. Sean, what did you think of that?
Well, I mean, it's great. It's perfect.
We're going to call once again from Turkmenistan.
Very nice casual opener. That's how you want an opening attempt to look.
Second attempt.
Turkmenistan making a change. Automatic increase in the sport is 1 kilo. I don't imagine we're going to be seeing 1 kilo increments
Not
this session.
No. For a record, perhaps.
For a record, perhaps.
Or for a gold medal.
Or for a gold
but
medal.
the point is at the end, as needed,
Yeah.
in part of a strategy or normal progression, you're going to see 5, 6, maybe even more with some
More
of
than
these
that. I mean, the sweat off this guy's head weighs more than 1 kilo.
Right now, Peter Naj of Hungary. Opening attempt, 183 kilos. We are at the 400-pound mark.
Noish opened with 182.
That didn't take
Rio.
long. Interesting, starting on his tippy toes for a second there.
And that's a good lift by Naj of Hungary. 183 kilos, 400 or so pounds. Let's see that lift.
Great.
Turkmenistan,
Yeah,
second attempt.
pretty casual opener.
2 for 2 to start this thing off, and now it looks like we're going to dance around until we get to 185.
Number of athletes grouped around the 184, 185 region. And then it's going to go up to 190 to 195.
Oh, actually,
medal contenders. Are gonna
Toychev is going to take this.
Oh, yeah, 184, okay.
That's a 4 kilo jump,
Well, you know, if he goes to 185, he's got a long time.
potentially.
Yeah, potential, assuming nobody, because there's 3 athletes calling for 185.
No lift there.
There you go.
Beautiful. That was it.
Great lift.
Good lift.
Very nice.
And he is happy.
As he should be.
Yeah, I've never snatched 184, but I imagine I'd be pretty happy as well.
From Czech Republic, Yuri Orsay.
I would probably be similarly overjoyed.
Estonia.
So it's good, 2 for 3 day, and that's a pretty good day for him. It looks like only one time in the past has he done more, 3 for 3. That was
so
in
now-
Turkmenistan.
Sorry, here is Yuri Orsag, his first attempt, 185 kilos. He opened with this at the Olympics. He was successful.
Oh. Looks like his feet were real. Oh, maybe he tore a callus.
Looks like he did.
No,
We know the play.
afterward.
Yeah, the look at the hand thing, we know. But this time it actually looks like he's pulling on it. There really is a rip there.
Mark Same, first attempt.
And Orsag right there.
Not bad, yeah.
You know, not bad at all, but Orsag, he almost looks like, I don't even know what the word is.
Methodical?
It's small.
Yeah.
Well,
He maybe weighs 130.
You know, I wish we did have body weights up. I know that body weight doesn't confer any advantage anymore. There's no more lighter body weight wins rule, but it's interesting to know the sizes of the competitors.
Speaking of size,
Speaking of size.
yeah.
here
Mart
it is.
Same, first attempt.
I believe he came from strongman.
Did he?
I think so.
Wouldn't be shocked.
A little rough in the snatch.
Just needs to get a few good snatches on the board to
Right.
stay within striking distance.
Striking distance is 20 kilos, by the way, for him.
Actually, it's better than it's been.
Yeah, that's good. That's really nice. So Estonia's Mart Same, 185. Opening attempt is good. And actually, he looks pretty good.
And that's the most he's ever opened with.
Well, this is the best he's ever looked.
Khalid Badani.
It's a good start.
Some astonishing videos of this young man squatting.
They just don't make bars big enough
they
or
really
weights
don't.
heavy enough for him.
They really did. His father was a great lifter. His father, clean and jerked 227, I believe, in 1983. So
At what weight class?
he was a super.
Okay.
He said he weighed about 135.
All right, so now here is Walid Badani, first attempt, 185.
Beautiful.
Sounded good.
Yeah. You felt that in your chest.
Yeah.
Really.
Very nice.
Good lift. Badani, 185 kilos.
The way you want an opener to look and sound.
Yuri Orsag, Czech Republic.
This is going to bring
second
out
attempt.
Czech Republic's Jiri Orsag for his second attempt. Now, he hasn't taped up the hand, interestingly, so maybe it's just pulling on a callus or something, but let's see if he can make the correction.
Missed 185 on his opener. Best ever is 187. Did that at the 2012 Olympics.
Okay.
All right.
You know, he actually, I mean, this is crazy to say, but he does look relatively small for a super.
That's what I meant. Yeah, it's just in this company, in that back room.
Everyone looks small in this company.
Orsag's been given a 2-minute clock in which to start his third
Gets on the
and
board with
final attempt.
185.
Yuri Orsag, Czech Republic.
And even if you look at where he's gripping the barbell.
Right.
Dodge.
That's a giveaway.
Yeah, that's
Because even I was collar to collar, and I'm not anywhere near that size.
All right, so right now we're running an automatic increase on Orsag. That's noise you see in the doorway. He's going to be the lifter as soon as Orsag declares something other than this 186.
We got a change.
And there we go.
And there we go.
Here's
So he-
the opposite of small.
Yeah.
Peter Dodge.
Very.
He is a behemoth of a man.
Followed by Orsag. Orsag once more.
Coming out for 188 kilos, lifting for Hungary.
Which I imagine he's not often. Slow. Wow, that was a great save.
Yes.
That's a great save, especially for as long as his arms are.
So where did you see, or what did you see as he punches out that drove him
It just
forward?
looks slow. I think it maybe pulled.
A little long?
I don't know. I don't think he got extended enough to get the bar back. And it was a little slow, but
He just stops it from going forward.
he just, I mean, leaning forward and saving it is It's almost impossible to do.
You know, he's got the advantage of collar to collar, so he can push out
against
the bar.
All right, so we always talk about the flow and the feel of a competition. We've got a packed room here. We've got a great atmosphere, and these guys are responding right now. We're 10 lifts into this session. We have seen just 2 misses.
And you jinxed it. And
no, I didn't, because in both cases, the lifter who did it came back and made the next attempt.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that they are responding to the energy in here, and it's just terrific.
Speaking of responding to energy, Brazil's Fernando Reis going up to 192, so he must be feeling pretty good. He's done some big training lifts recently.
And he did 98
at the Pan Am.
Yeah.
For the Pan Am record,
which was sort of official but not official, but I don't
quite know how that whole thing is.
All right, Yuri Orsag, 190 kilos, 5 kilo increase from his second attempt.
He's gonna have to. I think this is gonna be a difficult lift for him.
Too much. Credited with his second attempt at 185 kilos, stays in the competition. Much stronger in the clean and jerk, probably off the medal podium even in the clean and jerk, but he's got an attempt going in.
His balance came forward as the bar passed the knee. And if that happens, you don't have a chance.
No. Right now, Estonia's Mart Same coming out.
6 kilo increase.
What's his best?
90.
Okay, that's what I figured.
And he did it on the third attempt. So he's playing in new territory for himself here. He's obviously in shape.
And he's definitely made a technical breakthrough because he looks much better.
He did 90 in Houston on his third attempt at the 2015 World Championships. And by the way, he is the gold medal clean and jerk from there.
Yes.
Nicely done.
He is feeling it.
You know, I feel comfortable saying this because he admitted this, talking about his technique, but he was looking at a video of another athlete, I won't say whom, and said, man, that guy makes even me look good in the snatch. So he's a very nice gentleman. He's got a sense of humor about things, tremendously strong, and again, comes from that weightlifting background.
And he is 2 for 2, 185, 191. Similar track taken here by Walid Bidani. This is his second attempt.
And we've now surpassed the mark set in the B group.
Correct.
Beautiful.
He saved that.
So he's, from this vantage point, he looks like he's 7, maybe 8 feet tall and moving with incredible speed.
Watch as he gets underneath this. That bar wanted to go back on him. And it looks slight. It doesn't look like that much, but right
there,
that little movement to save, to not
what
let
are his
bar
wrists made of?
And he is the youngest competitor in this group.
Yeah, born in 1994.
So he's a baby.
He's 20.
In super, like,
yeah.
And supers, you know, as you guys know, they take a few more years to develop.
Yeah, you need to simmer them a little bit longer.
All right, now here is Fernando Reis of Brazil.
The best lifter in the Pan American Federation.
Yeah.
That's how you stop a bar. Overhead.
I don't know if there was any descent of that bar to catch. Really, I'll be curious to see the replay.
That's a good observation.
That was beautiful.
Third and final attempt, Peter Nodge.
Look at that. I mean, really.
Couldn't get more perfect.
No, yeah, for a guy who was, I think, around 6'5" or so, and there was maybe a centimeter or two of bar drop. Just fantastic. Peter Nij, Hungary, third attempt, 192. That second one was a little dicey.
Best ever is 93. Did that at the Olympics.
That bar came away from him right off the floor. Right off the floor. Can't do that, kids. That bar's got to come either straight up, but most likely it's going to come back off the floor, not away.
So no lift there for Nij of Hungary. He will be credited with 188 kilos. And now we have 195, and this is a sight to see.
This is a big weight. This, once you get those
4 plates,
per side,
This is the first attempt from
and we are about halfway through.
so they are complaining, the coach of
the noise.
Nij, they are complaining about that sound that was going off. We've had this happen a couple of times this week.
This is at least a third or fourth.
Where the 30-second buzzer is stuck.
Yeah.
And even if that happens, there's nothing in the rule book to help the lifter out on that.
But as the coach, you'd be remiss to at least have to try.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so now here is Jangabayev of Uzbekistan. This guy has very smooth technique.
Very nice. Started to drift back, settled in, and then stood up after he corrected.
195 kilos.
You can have lifters
Staying with 195 kilos.
snatch 200 kilos and not even be in the medals.
Yeah.
Marked same.
I got news for you. You might see somebody snatch 205 and not be in the medal stand.
Still a lot of lifts remaining. It'll be interesting to see how it shakes out. But really, this board, I'm reminded of like the 04 Olympics, where if you weren't snatching over 200,
right,
that's it. Pack up right now.
Except for the guy on stage.
Except,
but yes,
same.
Mart Same of Estonia.
5.
2 for 2 thus far.
This would be a huge international PR, correct?
Correct.
Oh, hope he's okay.
He looks okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's just, in the head. He was very happy about that 191, rightfully so. He went to the wrist. Maybe it's bothering him a little bit. I do hope he is all right.
From Algeria's Walid
You can see how high he pulls it.
One of us could have run up and gotten under that bar. That was an impressive 195, getting that ball moving like that.
So here is Walid Bidani. This is his 3rd attempt, and I don't see that he's ever tried this much weight before in a major competition.
He moves like a middleweight or a light heavyweight.
Yes.
195
3
Astonishing.
beautiful lifts from Bidani.
Yeah, he's really a snatch specialist, though. I mean, he's opening 215 in the clean and
And
jerk.
I think that's indicative of his age.
Yeah.
So it takes a little bit longer to develop as a super, unless you're Lasha, of course. It seems to
Lasha seems to throw all the rules out.
Right. But normally it just takes more time to develop that clean and jerk in supers.
Next at 200.
I mean, really, that movement on the snatch is among the best I've seen.
Yes.
In super.
reminiscent of like a Ronnie Weller.
Yes, exactly.
Type of dynamicism. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word. I think I just made it up.
It is for you. All right, so now it looks like we're going to go to 200 kilos, 440 pounds.
Yeah.
And Fernando Hayes is going to be the lifter. This is his second attempt.
This will be a PR for him.
Yeah, this is his best
will be,
lift
yes.
internationally, I believe. Or would be.
And this guy has been lifting for 17 years.
And he's recently changed up his training a little bit, adding agility work and things that he wasn't doing before. He felt like he wasn't in good physical shape. So he's added this, and
interesting.
Seems like it's working.
8-kilo jump from his opening attempt.
Spent some time as a 105, right? What a lift.
Floaters, 200 kilos now. Uzbekistan.
He is 2 for 2 with authority.
To be followed by
that's great.
Higher weight.
Once again, receives and punches out that bar right where he needs to.
All right, so now we have 200 staying on the bar right now for Jangabayev of Uzbekistan. This is his second attempt. If you look at the order of lifting, we haven't seen 3 lifters yet.
Lasha.
Salimi just smoked 200 in the back.
Wow.
Technically, he's in the hole. Let's see if that holds up. That wanted to go sideways, but he said no.
Still, you know, the same thing sort of happened on that 195, but man, he holds on. And another lifter, big athlete, very dynamic.
2 athletes calling for this weight. Up first,
another super that comes to mind who moved really well, we've seen here this week out of Latvia, Victor Skrabatis. He's a coach now, but it's somewhat rare to see athletes this size moving that dynamically.
201 is the automatic increase for Fernando. We will not see him with this.
No.
I think it's possible we'll see something 3-4 kilo jump range.
I think so.
He's very experienced, Fernando, that is, and he's also very good. He's one of those lifters that's very good at gauging his ability for a given day.
Yeah.
He tends to make what he touches.
And he's calling for 203. A great increase for him, I think.
You know, and I think he's got to make a good choice here, because to mention before, Salimi had issues in the clean and jerk during the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, you know, Fernando stays within within striking distance.
Something special could happen for him. And to your point with that, Ali Hosseini, we haven't seen him in years.
We don't know what he's capable of.
And here, it looks like here he is coming out right now with 203, originally slated for 205. He is opening with 203.
So I spoke with friends of mine that from the Iranian contingency, and they said he's in really good shape.
Okay.
So
we shall see. It's been a while since we've seen him in competition. That could just be a little bit of ring rust. Hopefully it is. But he is going to have his 2-minute clock. No, he's going to be on a 2-minute clock.
Yes, because he's on his second attempt.
I mean, we haven't really seen him lift since 2008. And this is a guy who's done 451. And best ever snatch is 206 from back then. So to answer your, or to add to your comment there, Sean, if his best ever prior to his departure, when he was a junior, he did 206, right? That's the junior world record. Here he is opening with 03. I mean, you know, 203. That's not a layup.
No.
Right? Sitting there next to his countrymate.
as you noted too, it's been many years since we've seen him, many years since he's competed. I don't know if we have any indication of whether he competed internally in Iran, but certainly
he was only cleared in October.
So
I don't think this is his first competition back.
It's very different getting that competition experience over the years and not getting it. Even if he's been training the whole time, this is a big crowd, a lot of pressure.
But this is a very friendly crowd and a very pro.
Which brings its own sort of pressure.
Yeah, actually,
in front of a lot of his own fans.
You see here that whole section.
That Iranian flag is enormous, and that whole section is Iranians.
All right, so now we are back to Ali Hosseini. Second attempt, 203 kilos.
Better. Still looks a little tentative.
Yes.
Didn't commit.
No lid. Saeed Ali Hosseini is lined up Republic of Iran.
And will Hayes burn his 2-minute clock here? Fernando is going to be called with 2:03.
Of course, you have to.
And they might put Ali Hosseini out here on a 1-minute clock, and you have to do this.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
1 kilo to.
And there's the change coming.
Yeah. Makes no difference to him.
And you've got a guy now.
100%.
This is one of his competitors. If he can get him out of the competition.
If he can get him out of the competition, think about it. I mean, Fernando will be guaranteed a top 5 finish. In fact, he could be guaranteed a top 4 and possibly even get on the medal stand. And, you know, it's the rules of weightlifting. And now Ali Hosseini has to make a decision here. Do you go up or do you come back on this short clock? And he's going to come back.
You know, I think it's smart in the snatch. You don't waste as much energy, even though you're a super, and you can get a little rhythm.
So this is a high-pressure moment and a huge moment in this competition. This is a lifter who is favored to factor in 4 medals, and he is 1 lift away from no total, so he must make this.
That must have been nerves or something.
You know what? You could just tell when somebody is locked in. Go ahead, David.
I was going to say, I think the Iranians do this on purpose. We've seen Rustami do this. We've seen a number of Iranians do this. I wonder if they're that awesome. Yes.
The entire movement, everything that he did off the ground, the way he just, there was an energy and just a cadence of that lift that didn't exist in the first 2.
To me, it's like trying to start an old old chainsaw. You know, you're pulling, it doesn't start, and then all of a sudden it rips off.
Yep. Takes that one good pull, primed, nails it.
All right,
so he's back in the game. 203
kilos, and Fernando Hayes, if successful, will move into the lead in the snatch, and he will guarantee a medal in the snatch competition if he can make this 204.
Big PR.
And a huge spot for him. All right, so that miss will draw some cheers from the Iranian fans, because that means Ali Hosseini will be guaranteed at least a bronze, and this was right there.
Yeah. Take a look at it from the side. Just
a little bit behind it.
I think he was a little behind.
A little behind, I agree.
Still a good attempt, and he leaves with a 200 on the board, a 2-kilo PR internationally.
It's absolutely fantastic. And now we are down to the 3rd attempt of Rustam Jangabayev, and if he makes it, he moves into the lead. Huge attempt here. But after he goes, we are down to 2 lifters, both of whom we haven't seen yet. Guess who they are?
I'm already nervous. I'm already excited.
3rd and final attempt.
Rustam Jangabayev, Uzbekistan. Past the knees, it was slow. He knew.
What's his best junior in competition?
99.
Two
Wow.
athletes remaining. 6 attempts remaining.
Yeah, and that was in Turkmenistan.
Yeah, that was a big ask.
So, very different.
All right, so now Behzad Salimi.
Opening at 205.
And it is on.
He's got about as supportive a crowd as you could hope for here, but pressure's got to be great. Lost out at the Olympic Games due to not completing a clean and jerk to Lasha. I imagine that's been simmering for the past year and a half. Gentlemen, how strong do you have to be?
I wouldn't know.
To throw 205 overhead off balance, hop the feet in, and hold on to it.
And Salimi had to have this because if you think about the keys of this competition, it's crazy. You know, we're looking at a guy who might snatch 215 kilos and not win a gold medal.
Yeah.
So,
which is what happened. Well, of course, at the Olympics, they don't do individual medals, but Lasha snatched 216, excuse me, in Rio, and did not. And, you know, that was not the highest snatch of that.
Lasha's right. And you got to figure Salimi, we know of the ability of the man we're about to see. And you got to figure Salimi needs to be within 5-6 kilos out of the snatch competition in order to stand a puncher's chance.
In training, Salimi has done 260 that we've seen.
Yeah.
Right.
But
all right, so now
Lasha Talahadze, 210 kilo opener. I have never, ever seen an opener this high.
You've got to be kidding me.
What are we witnessing?
I mean, I've been told that he's launched the world records this week, but I don't know.
Look at this.
Salimi. Second attempt is
210 kilos.
211 now.
I think, you know, he is an outlier in the world of snatch.
He's an outlier in the world of
He's an
humans.
outlier. But I mean, really, this is a snatch.
All right, so now here's an interesting thing. Salimi moved up to 211.
Well, he had to, or else he was going to repeat. So
to avoid having to follow himself. And this is what he's going to take on his second attempt. Looks like he's pointing for blood. This is the TC's job now. The clock will stop once the TC comes onto the platform, and it has at 34 seconds. So it is a TC's choice, the technical controller, the gentleman on the suit there. It's his choice to come check out a barbell if a lifter asks for it, or if the lifter says he thinks the platform is dirty.
This is concerning. This is concerning to me.
That he was aware of it?
That it matters right now. He's going out here to compete. He doesn't need the distraction. He needs to go out there and make the lift.
I've seen him in the snatch, 2011 Worlds in Paris. He is able to drive it home when he needs to.
Okay.
Yeah,
you think he's distracted? Now we'll see what happens here, but I saw him do, I think it was 211 there, or 213, 214 maybe.
And I'm not looking at a guy who's distracted right now. I'm looking at a guy who wants to be on that stage.
Yeah, doing a little jogging. It's good for the heart. Look at this. It's like a pit crew. These guys are moving. Loaders have been doing a fantastic job all week.
All right, so the clock will resume at 34 seconds for the second attempt of Salimi, 211 kilos.
Here he comes.
Yeah, you better get out of the way when he gets into the bar.
That's right. Oh.
What'd I say?
You were correct, Mr. Baffa.
It's doctor, but thank you.
Sorry, Dr. Baffa.
211.
That was nuts.
No hesitation.
Another kilo, please.
Well, you know, Salimi definitely should have redemption in mind.
Yeah.
And by the look of this 211, he does.
Better than his opener.
And
Yes.
it comes down to a simple fact here. If you miss, you lose.
Yeah.
Whatever weight gets selected.
215.
So now it looks like Salimi is going to call 215, which he has, and it will bring out Lasha, who is going to go on for this 215. And, you know, the game is on here. So if Lasha makes it, obviously Salimi will go to 216. If Lasha does not make it, Salimi will go to 216.
Yeah.
Because he will burn his 2-minute clock.
Exactly. Yeah. 215 kilos on the bar for Georgia's Lasha Talahadze.
Unbelievable. And he's got another one left.
Have you guys ever seen snatching like this?
No, nobody in the world has ever seen snatching like this. I mean, I know there have been some others, and I know he's done more, but every time you see him lift, one, he doesn't miss. Two, he never looks like he's at a max effort, ever. It's just outrageous. And Lasha has put in for 220 kilos.
Well,
He might drop down, but it's on the board and it looks beautiful.
You know, if Lasha thinks he can out clean and jerk him by a lot, that might stay at 220.
Yeah.
All right, so now Salimi is going to take this 216 to move into the lead.
If he misses this, Lasha's going 220.
He will. And it is a huge attempt. Salimi needs to stay within 5 or 6 kilos, I think. And this will do it.
Well, the bad news is that he missed.
The good news is we're about to see 220 on
The good news is we're about to see 220.
Well, maybe he just goes 218.
No, he's going 220.
All right, so we are down to our final attempt of this session.
This is historical.
120 kilos. Lasha Talahadze, we know he has done this in competition. It was not an official world record because it was not in an IWF competition, but that story could soon change. We hoped this would happen.
Here it is.
And here it is. This is weightlifting legend right here. 220 kilos. Lasha Talahadze, third attempt, world record. Just happened.
Gentlemen, 220 kilo snatch. 220 kilos. I didn't think I'd see that.
That's a mythical thing that we've talked about as kids to see.
A 220 kilo snatch, and he's done it again in a way that I can't believe I'm saying it, but you see this lift and you think, this guy can do more.
He could do more. Absolutely. Look at that. As you mentioned, Sean, this is something, since kids, since childhood, you think 220 kilos, mythical.
This is a mountain that could never be climbed. Yeah.
And he looks like he's reached it and is looking for the next mountain.
Right.
Really astonishing. So there is your snatch gold medalist and world champion in the snatch.
There's your bronze medalist.
Yeah.
Saeed Ali Hosseini of Iran. 195 kilos, or excuse me, 203 kilos from his third attempt.
There is your snatch gold medalist.
Holy cow, I can't even.
I don't know what's happening right now.
220 kilos.
It's almost a weight that you would joke about.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us thought we were going to be seeing 220 kilos ever. in our lifetime.
Right.
The snatch, to be honest. I think people thought, because of course in the 80s, Antonio Krastev of Bulgaria, 216, that was the high water mark.
For a long time.
For a long time. Rezazadeh out of Iran, one of the best lifters ever, could only manage 213 or 213.5 in competition.
Only in finger quotes.
Only, exactly. But Lasha is proving himself a once-in-a-generation snatcher.
All right, so here are our snatch results in the men's plus 105s, and we hope for something special. And take a look at this screen.
220 kilos, Lasha Talahadze of Georgia, 211.
Fifth place, 200 kilo snatch.
Right? 203, Saeed Ali Hosseini. Astonishing. Fernando Heiss just off the podium in the snatch, but can't be too disappointed. Had a really phenomenal day.
If Lasha shores this up on his second attempt like he did here, I would not be surprised if we see 270 in the clean and jerk.
270 is a big number. I don't know that he will need that much. There is Lasha. Make sure to check out more stuff online at IWF Net.